Alright.
Yo, what's up, Broscolitos?
It's Bungus, bitches.
Yeah, welcome to Bungus, bitches. I'm Jason.
Bungus, bitches. I'm...
Good job.
Anyway, you're playing DMC 5 again.
Yeah? We're gonna hop back into some Devil May Cry. There's about 10 missions left, I wanna say.
It's still insane to me how good this game looks for having come out, like, I think almost 9 years ago.
Yeah, it came out a while ago. And, like, the deal is like...
It was 2016, I think.
Yeah? But I mean, like, the deal is, right?
Yeah.
The game is...
2019.
Yeah. So about 6 years ago, it still looks fantastic. And
It
I feel...
looks fantastic. Is really fluid.
I feel like
I don't know how they're gonna top this.
The reason for that is because... What is the gap between 4 and 5, first off?
Oh, I'll have to take a look at this now.
Yeah. And second off, all of this stuff is so nichely done. Yeah, 15.
And this is special edition. So the other edition may have come out earlier. I'll have to look this up specifically.
Yeah. But like, it straight up just is a matter of so much time in between 4 and 5, and I have a feeling we're gonna feel a similar gap between 5 and 6, if there ever is a 6.
4 came out in 2008.
Yeah, 4 came out in 2008. That's a big gap.
Very big gap. That is an 11-year gap.
Which I'm not super happy about. But on top of that, it's also a matter of they don't have a whole lot of stuff in this game.
And plus, how do you innovate on top of this, aside from adding new characters?
Yeah. So, but you get what I mean, right? It's a matter of there's not a whole lot to expand upon here. Or not, yeah, sorry. There's not a whole lot in this game, which means that they can focus down on the minute details of things.
Yeah.
Right? Nintendo does a lot of the same stuff. You know?
They make smaller, more cohesive experiences.
So, and yeah, it may...
Not say smaller, but
yeah,
they focus a lot on the cohesion of their experiences.
Yeah. So I will say that Nintendo does have a lot more in their games. For example, Mario Wonder, right? What am I?
I haven't played that yet, actually.
I haven't either. But
it looks really fucking fun, though.
Oh, without a doubt. But the thing with Mario Wonder is, like, there's a lot of different stuff in that game, but it's also a matter of realizing that a lot of the stuff is just things that already existed within the code.
Looks like I overslept.
And they just kind of went in and went, fuck it. We're just going to keep adding stuff.
Also, this is more me on the art side of it. I adore what they did with the animation style and how they rendered the characters.
Oh my gosh!
Because if you were to look at how they were rendered normally, they would be broken as fuck models. But because of the fact that they are plastered in 2D, essentially, they look correct. And it's all about taking advantage of the fact that the camera is fixed on what is essentially a 2D plane, which allows them to break the model in very interesting ways and animate it in ways that actually fit better in 2D than it would in 3D.
Fantastic.
I adore stuff like that. Like, even in games like League of Legends, where you're stuck down on, like, an isometric perspective, they animate it in such a way that allows for motion to be more visible from that perspective. But if you look at it from any other angle, it makes it look weird.
Alright. It's gonna be a little bit weird getting back into this, because I haven't played this in about a month, I'd say? I don't know.
Yeah.
So... Alright, I guess I should go ahead and begin talk on, everybody's favorite subject, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh wait, let's hear this talk.
Alrighty, well, let's dive right into the fantastic conversation of Dungeons and Dragons. So today, we went up against a void worm, a purple void worm.
Ooh.
And we were like, we knew that we were going up against this enemy before we like really got into all this different stuff. Which is like, you know, whatever, just figuring stuff out. I am not paying attention at all to myself, which is very interesting. So yeah, we're about going to fight this worm. We're sitting there like, alright, we're gonna go in, we're worried about this enemy, because, you know, it's a big fucking worm, it's destroying the city.
A void worm.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna be worried.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, we got this. So I killed it turn 1. And the reason for that is because it was not a natural void worm. It was summoned through a die that one of the characters had. And it basically crawled out of the die into the earth, and a magic that accelerated its growth started applying to itself. Or like
killed it fast before it grew any bigger.
Oh no! I dispelled the time magic that was set upon it. So, it no longer had time abilities and proceeded to revert back to its original size, and then I hit it with a level 3 magic missile.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good a way of dealing with it.
It is an extremely good way of dealing with it.
So, that basically just ended combat turn 1. And my DM was like, you know what? Fair enough. Like, you did it.
The wonders of being, I can't remember what the term is. I know it's not Chronomancer. I turned Gale into the specific kind of wizard whenever I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that, for me...
Do some initiative stuff and some weird time stuff later.
Yeah. For me, I'm just, fucking just that goddamn cool, so... I just know that, my character is specifically a, oh boy. Oh, it's these guys.
They're annoying.
Yeah. Me, I'm a, fuck, what was it? Yeah, I'm a... I can't remember exactly what it's called right off the top of my head. Fuck, this is really gonna annoy me now. Wizard of Quandrix. So I'm a math wizard. So yeah, my character is a Quandrix wizard, super cool math wizard. He's fucking awesome. I love it. And I'm super cool with it, you know. As all the ladies
When you
know.
kiss him on the lips.
Don't talk about that. So yeah, he's genuinely a lot of fucking fun to play with. Not only because of him being, you know, a Quandrix wizard, but also on top of that, him just being able to cast almost every single cantrip in the game and all that other good stuff. Like, he's good fun. He's real good fun. Then, after that, I was just like, you know what? Now would be a good time to leave. Because I realized something. You want to know what I realized, Tara?
What did you realize?
I realized that if I'm caught by the police right now, I have on me, as of this moment, a lot of stolen stuff.
That's a problem.
So yeah, I'm like, I don't really want to be caught by the cops right now. Look at me go.
The brick stance.
So yeah, I'm basically like, all right, everybody, we're out of here. We're leaving right now. One of our party members is like, yeah, but I want to go talk to the queen. And I'm like, you do that. I'm out of here. Bye bye. So yeah, everybody just kind of followed me, and then I should be happy that that dude stayed behind because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out, talk to the queen, and we basically got a sky yacht.
Oh.
So now we have a full-on airship, which is pretty good. So we loaded up all of our stuff onto the ship and took to the skies, and we're flying to basically the barbarians' hometown. And oof. And you know, we're gonna fuck with it, or that was the plan. And all of a sudden, we found ourselves going more and more towards the prison that I was at before the campaign started. Which is like, I should probably worry about it a little bit. And in the middle of us going there, what do we encounter if not for enemies flying in from the skies? Oh yeah, I guess I should rewind a little bit, where our fighter decided, you know what? I'm gonna get my new subclass really quick.
What's his subclass?
Or his new additional class. So, for those of you who don't know, my DM has a home rule wherein, upon meeting certain criteria, you can, basically, what's the best way of putting this? Get the additional class, basically. Which is pretty goddamn good, in my opinion. Because that means that, if you, like, really want to play as, like a fighter with more than one sub or more than one multi-class, say like you want to have wizard in there with it, then as long as you like study enough, you can just unlock wizard as a class, right? And then you get one free level, and that's it. And then if you want to do it any more than that, next time you level up, you do have to like go into that class. But, you know, it's a good concept in my opinion. And it's been going pretty well so far. Have a hat. God, he looks so fucking funny with that goddamn hat on. Yeah.
Those fucking bats, though. One of these days I've been thinking about just running through this campaign and getting all of the upgrades and shit. Finding all the secrets and everything.
So, what he wanted is essentially to get a custom class that he had, that our DM implemented. Man, I am fucking sucking right now.
Gotta get back in the groove.
Yeah. Which, you know, is whatever. Okay. So, he wanted to get Geomancer, and he did it in the weirdest way possible. By getting possessed by the cursed armor that he's wearing, which, apparently is housing an old friend of my character.
Oh.
And this old friend was a very famous pirate who used to be my drinking buddy.
Aww.
So, that's interesting, I guess. Oh, I didn't even notice them spawning.
That's a little sad, but also kind of nice.
Yeah, but he's also kind of a dickhole.
He was a drinking buddy and nothing else.
I mean, we got up to a bunch of shenanigans. We both basically saved each other from the gallows multiple times.
Unfortunate comrades, essentially.
Yeah, basically. So... Awesome. So beyond that, I just know that the thing that he's coming for is basically a super powerful weapon that is capable of destroying continents, and this dude walking up asking if he could use it for a sec is probably a terrible idea. Especially when his goal is to sit there and more than likely take over the dude who's asking me for help. Right? So, I obviously am like, nah. And eventually, I do give in and modify the dude so that he can have Geomancy, which is the class that he wants. And then I took it a step further and modified the armor he's wearing so that he could activate the ability at will instead of, you know, only having it activate randomly. Or when he went down. Ouch. Damn, I am not doing too hot with Royal Guard. Damn. So yeah, he did get his fucking class, and he was happy about it. Damn.
You're doing alright on the damage so far.
Yeah. Like, I'm not worried about losing, I'm just not doing as good as I wanted to. You know?
Understandable.
So, then after that, the demons show up, right?
Yeah.
And,
They always show up.
well, like, the thing with this one is essentially, like, we're struggling a lot, right? Like, a lot more than we thought we would with these dudes. Because, like, we've been doing pretty good. We've been, like, not exactly steamrolling, but we've been really fucking up some combat, right? And then our Barbarian drops from 63 health, which is max health, to 6 in a single turn. And we're like, that's not good. That's real bad. Followed by us just kind of going, ooh, that's spooky. And all of a sudden we realize, oh, these things have infested our entire ship. So my character and his little boy Harris teleport to a random location on the ship where there's combat currently, right? So instead of going where the rest of the party is, which is on the like the front deck of the ship, where the Barbarian was, we went to the boiler room where our automaton like crewmate is, you know, doing his work, and apparently he's in the middle of combat with one of these giant bug demons, right? And basically my character with his 33 hit points goes down turn 1. More or less. Like, he did not stand a fucking chance. He just went down. The most he did was launch off a magic missile that did 7 damage.
What was that demon be?
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Where did it come
Followed by our
from? It's not a demon.
good old buddy Anchor trying to, you know, saw through its hide with a chainsaw hand.
What are you then?
That didn't go too well, and I'm pretty sure, excuse me, he's dead.
My former self who lost everything.
Meanwhile, Harris.
I want
Harris,
story.
or the rest of the party, is level 6. Harris is level 4. Alright? Now, the rest of the party went down in a matter of turns, right?
Oh.
Harris lasted the longest. Alright? He was fucking shit
After defeat,
up.
that man's body was reaching its
All right, to the point where one enemy died because another enemy killed him.
job that
All right,
must be done.
Harris almost killed a second one
His twin brother.
on his own, more or less. He summoned a treant to help him, but he almost took this creature down by himself.
Dante.
Do you want to guess what CR rating creature this was? And if you could explain CR rating to the people for people who don't know.
Alright, CR is combat rating. It essentially is a shorthand indicator of generally how hard a challenge is going to be.
Yeah.
It isn't necessarily a singular thing per enemy, as combat rating can change based on a specific combat's like situation per se. Like a precarious situation can change the combat rating of something. So it goes up to, I think, from 1 to 20, I think, right?
I believe it goes anywhere from between 1 to 25 or 30. And basically anything above 20 is just like, these are stupidly hard scenarios. Anything above 25 is like, players are not meant to survive this.
Those are mythic scenarios, essentially.
Yeah. It's like things that will never happen. It's purely theoretical.
What little demonic power I have left, but
Or for extremely long-running campaigns.
Yes. Or, you know, homebrew stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
gaining the soul
Harris, level
I guess
4.
that this was around a combat rating 16 or 17.
how important every
You're a little bit above. It was combat rating 14.
way in my pursuit of power.
And what level are you all?
Everybody is level 6, except for Harris, at least until now, who was level 4.
Maybe he could
And he almost killed one.
Oh,
maybe things.
oh my god.
Simply because he lasted so long
Tell me.
and almost single-handedly took one down. Alright?
Was this fool before you
He got 2 milestone level ups.
I'm not your mommy.
Yeah, I would give him that too.
Yeah.
You're a big boy.
So, I've got to sit
More
down
than
and...
deserved.
Yeah, I gotta
See this through.
get all that working, set up, good to go for next session. I have to talk with my DM because I asked if I can get rid of all of the additional class cantrips that carried over from my character to Harris. And he was like, yeah, you can get rid of them, and then we'll discuss what we can do next. So I've got about 11 cantrips that like are just not cantrips at the current moment. Just sitting around basically. And I'm hoping I can turn most of them, if not all of them, into at least 2 feats. That's the hope. So the plan going forwards is to get him dual wielder, because dual wielder is going to be really good for him because he's a blade singer. And for those of you who don't know what Blade Singer is the more magical version of Barbarian, essentially. They can cast spells and stuff, and they have higher DCs. Which is really good, in my opinion. And especially for him, sitting there with, I can't even remember. I'm just trying to remember moves for this right now, to be honest. Very good for him, because he was a lot lower of a level and if I can make it so that his DC is even higher, his AC is even higher right now, then that would be great. I also need to update his DC and his spell attack modifier. Just a lot of stuff. Just good times, good vibes. But yeah, he straight up, he's just become the main character. And I love that. Damn it, I timed that very poorly. Awesome, excellent. That was terrible combo work. I have no idea how I managed that. That was hilarious.
If I remember correctly, you can carry their dash into you.
Oh yeah, I know that. I just suck at it. Fuck. I mean, my shoulder's been bothering me all day. I don't know why.
Might have slept on it wrong, potentially.
Maybe? I don't know. It's a high possibility of it. This part, I'm gonna be honest, kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of this level.
This level's a bit annoying. It's not the worst, but it's not the best.
Yeah, I feel like in my eyes that actually brings the level down.
Just making it more average than bad.
Yeah. Because I would say like a bad level is just a matter of bad design. You know?
But that still makes it notable in a way.
Yeah, it makes it notable. If a level is forgettable, then I feel like that is worse.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that.
I also feel like the issue is, I'm just not a very big fan of Dante in this game.
Really?
Yeah. Will I sit here and talk shit on Dante in this game? No. But I just guess that, oh wow, I completely forgot that the buttons on the back of my controller can just do that. Anyway, it's basically just a concept of, like, he's not bad in this game. But I just prefer him in the earlier ones. And I feel like the biggest issue is that I liked him best in Devil May Cry 3.
As did many.
God damn. I also feel like on top of that, it's, they really nerfed Royal Guard. I do know that they definitely nerfed the shit out of Gunslinger. Because Gunslinger was basically like an entire combat style on its own inside of DMC 3. So if they did or they didn't, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny any of that. But goddamn, just move towards him. I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. I also feel like he's kind of just not as fun or as focused as Nero. But I also just have a serious boner for Nero, just in 4 and 5 in general.
If I follow these ghouls,
Jeez.
when in doubt, smack him. It's a family motto.
Just takes an entire pustule of blood to the face, as you do. I also don't really understand this level at all. Like, how does that even work?
Yep. Here comes the blood.
Oh yeah, I guess I could also talk about me and my roommate's Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough while we're here. So, Tara, how much of Baldur's Gate 3 have you played? Like, what act did you get to?
I have played up basically to the Goblin Camp and kind of just stopped playing.
Okay. Did you do the anti-Ethel stuff? Did you do...
I did not. Actually, I did make it to the Underdark.
Oh, you did make it to the Underdark. Okay.
I did a little bit of the anti-Ethel stuff, but just kind of fucked off and went to the Underdark.
Alright. Did you fight the Gnolls?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Alright. I just want to know...
The ones that found hyenas and turned them into gnolls.
Ooh. Alright. Basically, I just want to know, just so what I can and can't talk to you about. Because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Like, I don't know a lot myself, but it is a one-of-a-kind experience. You know?
As are a lot of Larian's games, actually.
Yeah.
Larian just knows what they're doing for the most part.
Yeah, they really, really do.
There's no one out there doing it like them right now.
Oof.
Which isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
God damn.
they have their own style of doing things. And it is extraordinarily unique.
There we go, I got him. Easy peasy.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, so our playthrough so far has consisted of him playing as a Dex Paladin, and me playing as a drug addict monk who really likes jumping off cliffs. And
Any good monk player likes jumping off of cliffs.
goddamn right. So, with that, oh cool, I didn't waste it. With that has come a very interesting dynamic. Shadowheart is our primary, and also, honestly, kind of only caster. And she's been interesting so far because she is a light paladin. So, yeah. Meanwhile, we have Lae'zel in our party most of the time, which has been a very interesting experience because my roommate never really used Lae'zel before. Oh my gosh, stop moving. So he's finding out all these crazy things about fighter and Lae'zel and fighter builds and all of that good stuff. And we've been having a pretty good time so far. However, we're at the Goblin camp right now, and we've reached level 5, which means we've basically done almost everything you can in in Act 1 before the Goblin camp. For you, Tara, Act 1 ends after you leave the Underdark, more or less, for most players. Yeah. So, there are a few other options, directions that you can go if, you're curious about that. But generally, Act 1 ends right after the Underdark. So...
Don't want to keep Mr. Demon King waiting. Gotta pick up the pace.
That's the direction to go. So, we haven't really gone to the Underdark as of yet, because we've been really busy doing everything else, such as fighting all the enemies over in Auntie Ethel's area of the map. We defeated all of the gnolls. Which was a lot easier because we beat Auntie Ethel first. And for those of you who don't know, Auntie Ethel's pretty goddamn difficult at level 4. And we apparently had way more issues with it than needed because nobody could fucking hit her. So we just spent half the goddamn fight just... Come on! Hit her! Hit her! Come on! What? Come on! Ah, I thought I got it. So... then we also faced off against the spiders in that area, and we had no problems with that fight at all. I don't know if you did that one, Tara, but
I'm not sure if I did.
yeah. Long story short, there's a big mama boss spider in the fight, and it has 145 health in Tactician mode. We we beat it by turn 3.
Oh,
Yeah. And where we left off was we just reached level 5 at the Goblin Camp, poisoned a whole bunch of people to get there, and then we were about to go into the main part of the camp itself. And that's where we left off last night.
That should be all of them.
So,
damn.
It's been a while since I used my brain this much.
same, man. So, but I've also been realizing that Monk has a lot of really interesting items very early on. For example, there are some gloves. I could also do the extra Nidhogg tree stuff. There are some gloves which can builds up shock every single time you do an unarmed attack.
Ooh.
So super good for if you get a Tavern Brawler Barbarian or a Monk where they can just do an additional attack that's just unarmed strike every single turn, you know? So
Man, this brings me back.
right, I don't think there's a boss in this level.
Oh, there's a secret right there.
Yeah, there certainly is. Oh, yep, there it is. So, yeah. There's that. I don't remember exactly what my staff does. I know there was another one. There's another item. Oh, right, that's the boss for this level. There's another item that I had, which were bracers that up my AC. Which, like, only if you're unarmored. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna stick with the Shocky gloves, because they're fun.
Well, I mean, gloves don't necessarily count as armor.
The demonic
Yeah, I know.
was activated in me once.
It was those gloves
Oh,
or
those are
another
the
set of
gloves.
gloves. Yeah. And I like the shock ones because essentially it gives me a +1 to hit each time they're charged. And they also deal additional damage. And then if I get to 5, I get an additional 1d8 of damage.
Over the years, I've been stabbed.
And I can basically just unarmed strike and then flurry of blows enemies and just hit them like 2 times with unarmed strikes in a single turn. It's pretty great. It's a lot of fun.
Great man from devil. What about the rebellion?
You are absolving the Sparta!
I just love how casually Dante stabs himself here.
Let's be real though. The man has been stabbed in every single game.
At least twice.
At minimum, you know? If he's not stabbed at least once in a game, I mean, come on, are we really playing a Devil May Cry game? Let's be real here.
Bro.
I know you couldn't be killed that easily. Hey, he's all yours. But don't let it become a habit.
Like a vulture.
Win, Dante! Win!
Devil Sword Dante.
Foolishness, Dante. I have a cool crystal. You'll never be able to beat me.
I have my Deo crystal.
My chakras are aligned, Dante. Can you say the same?
My root chakra is still intact, Dante. Oh, do you know about that whole root chakra bit?
No.
There's someone making a post about, I think it was like just anal sex on Twitter, and someone, like, I don't know who exactly it was, but it was just someone who responded, "You are harming yourself, you have destroyed your root chakra, you are going to die."
But doing it this way has made this fight so much goddamn easier.
Oh?
How I did it before was, I would basically just like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and basically just try to fight him legit. That is really obnoxious. I'm gonna be real with you. Fighting him using this, meanwhile.
This is essentially a win button.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point, right?
Yeah. It's meant to make you feel extraordinarily powerful.
So, that is the easiest time I've had with that boss.
All this time, and you still don't get it.
It's almost like using the entirety of the tools in my arsenal is a good thing.
Yeah.
It is you who does not understand.
Grind it. It's the main thing about it is getting that muscle memory down to actually start using all of the tools.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing with me and Doom Eternal right now. The biggest. I really should probably just play through the game casually a bunch of times and then actually do Ultra Nightmare.
It's also kind of one of my issues with Ultra Kill is the fifth and final weapon that you get, I just don't use because it's just...
Is it the goo gun?
It is not the goo gun. So there are 5 weapons in Ultra Kill. You have the pistol, which is, you know, the default one, which is actually
Arguably the most powerful weapon in the game.
It's debatably. It's a pretty goddamn good weapon. Then you got the shotgun, which is honestly just the most fun weapon in the game, besides maybe the marksman pistol. Then you got the nail gun, which is basically a minigun, followed by the railgun, which is essentially like your super weapon. It's your BFG,
Yeah.
essentially. And there's 3 variations.
Beam in a line.
Yeah, there's 3 variations of it, which I'll let you find those out. And the rocket launcher. I don't like the rocket launcher.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just
Any
not...
particular reason why it?
It's got a lot of drawbacks that the other weapons don't have.
I can imagine one of them is self-damage.
Well, you can still do that with the shotgun.
Yeah, you can do that with any. You can do that with shotgun. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's probably more predictable because you can at least parry that on command.
Well, looks like no one's
Yes and no. But like,
I'm just gonna double check.
the rocket launcher does have self-damage. The rocket launcher can just be straight up deflected or dodged by quite a few enemies.
What is yours?
It can knock enemies up in the air, which is pretty good for air combos, but you have to be good at, hitting them while they're in the air. So to take down certain enemies, you need to launch them in the air so they can't deflect it or, dodge it, and then you have to hit them in the air. And then some enemies still can just deflect it,
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah, well, that's a lovely story.
yeah, I'm good,
As long as we know where to find him.
I'm sure I can figure out how to put it into combos, but it's just, ugh.
I do like the idea of enemies being able to deflect it because you can do some Ganondorf shit with that.
I guess, yeah.
My
One
Arguably,
good
if they deflect it, it's probably going to be more powerful. And then when you deflect it, it becomes more powerful again.
don't think that's how that works, but
At least that's how I would do it.
one thing that is pretty cool though is the base rocket launcher freezes the rocket, and then you can hop on it and ride it.
But based on his research, I managed to couple this.
So that is actually genuinely pretty cool.
In honor of us finally meeting. Meeting.
I love how much of a fangirl she is.
Also, if you look, the hat has eyes.
Yeah, it's a living hat.
Also, for those of you who don't know exactly why Dante's guns are so special, basically he has a similar issue to Bayonetta, where he used them so fast and so hard and so roughly
I'm gonna go too.
that
Why don't you sit this
the
way?
weapons break every single time they use them for more than 5 minutes.
I've got all the power I need. Right here.
So,
It's not what I mean.
Ebony and Ivory are basically custom made for Dante so that they will never break, ever. And they're a mastercraft of human work. And I don't believe they use any demonic pieces either.
Well, that's all you had to say, Mr. Poetry.
None of his guns do,
You guys can go
except for
yours.
the hat. But the hat's not
Let's
a
just
gun.
say that's the best
Yeah.
for the cause.
It is a gun for gameplay purposes, but it's technically not.
No, the Kalina Ann does use demons, or at least some
Oh, it
weird
does?
shit in it. It's made of Lady's mom. That's why it's
Oh.
called the Kalina Ann.
Oh, that's
It-
fucked up.
Yeah, then we don't know what's going on with the shotgun. I'm gonna be real. I'm not even gonna guess what's going on with the shotgun. So I guess the shotgun is human made, but it is it's interesting. I have nothing to say on that. It's just genuinely wild.
Yeah.
But, Kalina Ann, at least the first one, is
Roads out.
funky. Yeah. Hate these things. This level, I'd say, is pretty alright.
It's okay. Fuck these dudes.
Yeah.
When I'm playing as Nero and these guys are here, I always have a bullet max charge. Because that breaks their shield immediately.
I could just do that, too.
You could.
It's also a matter of, just trying to remember everything. Okay.
Go down and go up. Sure. That's straightforward.
A lot of Nero players tend to have the gun bound to one of the rear buttons.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that. Oh, we have an actual person
You
here.
have an actual person.
That's cool. Well, there's that one.
Dante, need a hand?
Oh, another person.
Wait, that's a spy?
You have 2 players spotted. Oh yeah, so I guess I could talk about the other new job from Final Fantasy 14 with the recent expansion, since I actually played a bit now of that job in particular, that being Pictomancer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead and talk about it.
So it essentially functions around a single concept. You have motifs that you need to keep up. You have a creature motif, a hammer motif, and a landscape motif. Creature motif is essentially you're channeling a Moogle.
Alright.
So the first attack with it, you just summon a bunch of Moogle stems down to crash upon the enemies you cast it. And if you cast that twice, you get a Moogle beam that does a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, that's cool.
For your hammer motif, you get a hammer. And you get to be warrior for 3 GCDs, which is to say, you get crit direct hits, forced, for 3 hits. On what is essentially a ranged melee kill. And your landscape motif is basically Black Mage ley lines, but bigger, and also gives everybody around you a damage buff. And also gives you some of your gauge. For free. And as you go down the line, the motif has higher cooldowns. The Moogle one is 30 seconds, hammer motif is 60, and landscape is 120. Beyond this, you just have your standard 1, 2, 3 single target and AoE combos. Your gauge, you spend that to change your 1, 2, 3 combo into something more powerful, and that gives you access to a more powerful version of the holy spell that you get from just doing your 1, 2, 3 combo. Because each time you finish that, you get a free cast of your holy spell.
God damn.
The alternate combo changes it to comet.
God damn.
And your most powerful spell, I think, is called Rainbow Drip. I could be wrong, but let's see.
God damn.
Actually, no, it's Star Prism. It is a... So Rainbow Drip is a rainbow beam. You just fire that out, and you make someone get.
Excellent. God damn it.
Star Prism is a line AoE that does 1400 potency, heals everybody around you.
Man, I'm not doing too hot right now. we go.
Looks like we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, I did watch a dude play through the Pictomancer stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that storyline is so sad.
It is very sad for what Pictomancer is.
So sad.
Like, but I adore how it was written
Yeah.
because it is genuinely really fucking good.
Oh yeah, it's very,
The
very
Viper
good.
one kind of is but the Pictomancer one is stand out like one of the best job quests in the game.
I saw the start of the Pictomancer quest line, and I was like, alright, yeah, that's fair.
It starts off so unassuming.
Yeah. Ah, it's this mission.
Before he loses completely.
I am not going to say this is a good nor a bad level, but I'm also not going to say that it is mediocre.
It's a level.
Yeah.
There is a way to play it, unfortunately, because otherwise you're just gonna have a miserable time.
I remember I fucked up.
Damn it.
Yeah, you have to remember to go for Panther.
Mm-hmm. So I started
Otherwise, you're
off
fucked.
with Behemoth.
That's exactly what I did the first time through. It is interesting that the game lets you do that, but I can imagine there's probably a way to...
Oh, there is. There is a
Well,
way
you
of
probably
doing
have
it.
to ride him. You probably just get to ride him and then you just destroy the boss. But
No.
if you don't have that, which I didn't,
You just gotta hope and pray.
yeah, you just kind of have to wait.
You just gotta dodge attacks and build up DT.
Yeah. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking about this, I'm gonna go off on a little bit of another Final Fantasy tangent.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna mention what my retainer's name is for this sake, because people have gotten like genuine death threats over market stuff before.
Woo. Okay.
So something that very much like pisses me off a lot about how people play this game is that whenever you list something on the market board, there's bound to be people who are going to end up undercutting you for just like a few gil, like 5, 10, maybe even 1 gil, and that pisses me off to no end. So what I've been doing recently has been I have been undercutting the people who undercut me by significantly more,
Damn.
because I am not interested in making gil like they are, but I am far more interested in making sure they make less.
I don't care if I win. I just need to make sure you fucking lose.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
So that has been happening with a specific fight material, specifically the wing from Titania EX, because that weapon set is very heavily desired by
Alright.
everybody because it's one of the best in terms of visuals and such. So people have been undercutting me on that. So what I decided to do that I'm going to do, I'm going to farm Titania, get as much of the material as I can, reasonably like 5 or 6, and crash the market price.
Okay. Yep.
I am going to lower it to a point where people cannot reasonably make a profit off of it. Because I cannot stand the undercutters. That'll be great for the consumer, but it'll suck for everybody else.
Did you talk about how you did this before, actually?
No, I didn't do this intentionally before.
Yeah. But now you know how to.
I know how to, yeah. The thing is, it wasn't intentional before, and I didn't really even do the undercutting thing, what I did, I just flooded the market board with literally 1,000 of the same item. And I checked the market board the next day, and it had crashed by at least like 50 to 60%. Thankfully, it was for something borderline inconsequential.
Yeah, which is good. But it's
Now I don't give a shit if it's inconsequential or not. I will ruin the prices of things if people keep undercutting me, and I will make sure that the market is no longer profitable. If you're going to undercut me reasonably so that you actually have a better chance of your item getting sold, because what you keep doing is so fucking stupid.
fuck.
Because they're not playing the market, they're playing each other.
Here's my deal, right? And this is just like for a lot of different things, not even just this, right?
Yeah.
Damn, you went fucking nutty. People are always like up with these like get rich quick shit, you know?
Yeah.
And the problem with all of those different things is like, yeah, you can get rich. You can get rich quick. But even if you
Getting
can't
rich
do
quick is
that,
all up to chance.
it's up to chance, and on top of that, it does not, it does not work for everybody. Hell, it hardly ever works for everybody. You know? So...
Because they don't have an understanding of how the fundamentals of doing such things work.
Yeah. So, could you do it? Yeah. Should you do it? No. Because the end result will not be anywhere near what you would like it to be. So,
And the amount of work you're going to have to put in to make that work is not a reasonable amount.
yeah. So, just don't. If you feel like you can do it, then
Go for it.
yeah, go for it. But if you don't,
Just
oh yeah, I did this fight with just panthering, and oh yeah, with just shadow and
Rip.
behemoth.
rip. So you did it the worst order possible.
Yes. God damn. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That makes life so much easier.
Yeah, the main thing with Final Fantasy XIV and the market board is that if you want people to buy your stuff, the main thing you do have to do is undercut, but you have to undercut by an amount that will actually make what you're trying to sell enticing.
I feel like beyond that, you have to make it so that undercutting it makes it so that it is worth doing for the person who is going to, making the offer, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, that's just like economics, you know?
Yeah. Essentially, yes. But I am in a position where I don't necessarily need to worry about that.
Yeah. Well, obviously. I mean, if you had to worry about economics in a fucking video game as much as, you do the real world, then you should really reevaluate
Go
your
play
life. You should really
Eve Online.
you should reevaluate your life choices. And even in EVE Online, while it is true, they actively crack down on it. Because the developers don't want you doing that.
Exactly.
Because, it's not a good thing to be doing.
Or go play Path of Exile.
I guess, yeah.
Because Path of Exile is another one of those games that actually does have that sort of market thing.
It actively encourages.
Because, like, do you actually know how the currency system works in that game?
Nope.
So, essentially, the currency is crafting items. There is no gold.
Alright.
There are different orbs and such that do different things to items. For example, there are alchemy orbs, which turn a white item into a blue item, which is a magic item that gives it 1 to 2 extra stats. There's an alchemy orb that turns it into a rare, which makes it between 3 and 6 new things on it. And then there's other orbs that can do various other things,
Alright.
such as reroll the stats, modify an item unpredictably, change the amount of sockets on the item, change the links, so on and so forth. And these are the main items that are used for trade. It's an incredibly interesting system. Although Path of Exile 2 is going to have gold in it, and then upcoming League for Path of Exile 1 is going to have gold as well, but no, not for trading. Gold is essentially just... In Path of Exile 2, it's going to be a sort of thing that can drop in place of items to help reduce the amount of just garbage items that drop. And also give you something that allows you to more easily heal yourself throughout the campaign. And so that your crafting items can just be crafting items instead. Because having to spend your crafting items at merchants in order to get gear feels like shit.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you just watched me, but I just parried this dude with, fucking Nightmare.
With Behemoth?
Yeah, with Behemoth.
Holy shit.
That was so fucking funny.
I assume it was an accident.
Oh, purely.
Because, like, his windups are so slow. You can't reliably do that. But
Yeah.
the fact that you actually did manage to do it is really fucking cool.
Even if it is by accident.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it is by accident, it's fucking cool as shit.
It's time we got back on course.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. So.
Finally made it out. That thing was something else, huh?
Best to be avoided if possible, especially given my conditions.
Oh man, I can't wait till we get to the level, and I can finally
The
talk
level?
about these fucking dudes.
Which dudes?
The trio.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about them too much right now, because you know, I want to give them the full fucking their moment in the spotlight. I want to explain these dudes because I find their whole existence super cool.
They're safe.
Yeah, it is cool. I won't spoil anything about this one. Because I did last time.
Did you?
So,
Well, not necessarily this. I spoiled that, Nello Angelo was, Virgil.
Yeah. Fucking asshole. So, but that still really is cool as shit. Just regardless.
Extremely.
I don't believe there's a whole lot more to this level. This one is definitely one of the shorter ones.
my journey
And I'm okay with that.
is coming to an end.
I do know that there are like 2 more more levels before some cool shit happens. I don't know if we're gonna hit them tonight.
Yeah, because it is currently. Oh, you've got about 40 minutes.
Yeah, I got about 40 minutes, but I do know that.
I don't think it's gonna be enough to. I don't think it's gonna be enough to actually beat the game.
No, definitely not.
So we're definitely gonna have to figure out something to do next time you stream.
Yes, yeah.
Gonna have to figure out a side thing.
Well, I mean, we also got like Virgil mode, so
Oh, true.
play
You
through
can
that for a
fight
little
if you
bit.
wished. Yeah.
Still pissed as fuck that we don't get to fight Nero.
I'm booming. Why did they add those double? Actually, no. That's a hindsight thing. That didn't exist at the time.
What?
The Coom jokes and all that.
Cool. So fake it hurts.
Mhm.
I didn't see you, so yes, very stylish. So yeah, the diverging point missions are interesting.
Wow. That could last much longer without a refill.
The storyline for this game is great. I gotta
The
say,
pacing is very good.
very good.
What the hell's your problem? You trying to kill me? If you want a bitch, blame it on Lady. She's behind the wheel.
Hi, lady. I wish you had any lines in this game.
I wish Trish and Lady both existed more in this,
Yes.
and were playable, perhaps.
Yeah, I will say Trish definitely has some sort of character in this game.
Not a lot.
Not a whole lot,
Some.
but, you know, she exists. Lady doesn't. I'm not even sure if she talks. Actually, no, I believe she does
She
have...
talks at the end of the game.
No, she has
Split up again, huh?
just 2 lines, I think, earlier when she's talking with Nero. Oh, I hate this fucking part.
Yes,
Uh,
she has some lines with Nero, and she has some with Nico. And then later on in the game, near the end, she has some with Lady and Dante when they're eating pizza.
Yeah. And that's it. It's all she got.
Yeah.
Yep, as the prophecy foretold.
Most annoying achievement in the game exists for this level.
Let me guess. Don't touch the goddamn spikes.
Yes. I have yet to get that. Oh, that guy's gone. Oh, bye.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Did you fucking... What's that move that... It's called? Stinger. Did you just stinger off the ledge?
He has his own version stinger. I don't remember what it's called. He has Caliber, I believe is what it is. No, his is Streak. Yeah. So Streak is that, which is his own version of Dante's shit. How do I... It's mouse, PC options. Gun attack. RT is used for Devil Bringer, which I enjoy. RB is used for lock on. LT is used for exceed. I could do that. And then put that on X. That could work. Give that a shot for a hot minute. Yeah, I'm good. This level, I both enjoy and dislike greatly. Simply because alright, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the of that. I want to change that back. God damn it.
Usually not on a trigger, on a button.
What?
The button above the trigger.
Yeah, but this is my lock on. It feels comfortable to me.
That's fair. If you're used to it, if it works for you, it works.
God damn it. It's just like the charge up into like trying to deal with them is just so goddamn annoying.
Oh, I haven't gotten to play the DLC myself, but I watched someone else play through the Shadows of the Erdtree DLC.
How was that?
It seems like actually pretty decent. A lot of the complaints about it were people not doing the leveling system.
Yeah,
Because
that feels like a very
people
common
don't
complaint.
people just don't read, I guess. But there's a really funny part about it, which is basically they had their own sort of Moby Dick kind of dynamic between a guy and a dragon.
Oh yeah, believe me,
Dale.
I know about that fucking entire deal, man. My
It's fucking
roommates
incredible.
just.
But also, not only did they add Winter Lanterns back, in the form of Madness Winter Lanterns, essentially,
Yeah, I heard about that.
they also added Deathblight Winter Lanterns.
I mean, let's be real here. What is the difference between Death Blight and Frenzy? I know one can basically kill you instantly while the other one can't, but with Frenzy and Bloodborne, it was more often than not that you just die instantly with Frenzy.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest, Frenzy was a lot more nerve-wracking than Death Blight.
Oh yeah, it was. That's primarily due to the fact that it actually scaled with a choice you had to make. You had to keep the insight. Or you either had to get rid of a bunch of the insight and risk losing out on some stuff, or keep the insight and risk Frenzy just straight up one-shotting you. Which is exactly what made it more nerve-wracking, because of the fact that you actively wanted to keep it around, but
Here we go.
You are punished for it,
Oh yeah, actively.
which is exactly what that game is about. And I love. I'll call that ludonarrative harmony,
I guess.
because the opposite would be dissonance. It is the game mechanic functioning in a way that helps further the game's story.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I could agree on that one.
And it is very hard to get anything like that right, especially for Lovecraftian stuff.
Oh yeah, without a fucking doubt.
Because all of that involves making the player feel powerless, disempowered. And in a Souls game especially, that is a hard thing to do. Do well, I should say. And Bloodborne does it almost perfectly.
Come on, give me the big one. I'm trying to remember exactly. Okay. Okay, so it's like that. Very interesting concept. So it's to get the punch in there, you have to basically time it. It's very interesting, but it's basically like in the middle. It's sort of like the other one. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah. So if I can show this off, because I thought it was going crazy and didn't really understand it. So that move is basically 1-2, you know? And it's similar to this one, but it's right after the start versus right at the end. Yeah. So one is at the end of the move, the other one is at the beginning of the move. And I'm like, ooh my gosh, I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to pull that off consistently. Because that is, you know, it's weird to try out. Next time you play through this game, check out that move. See what you think. But that is like yeah. The best way to describe that move is essentially just you have your devil trigger or your devil bringer. Devil breaker. No, yeah, devil bringer, which is the arm, right?
Right.
And at the beginning of the attack, you tap it. Yeah, it's very annoying to try to pull off, and it's so much. Yeah, basically you have to press like 3 buttons at once. It's too much for my tiny brain to comprehend. Do I want to go this way? Damn. Oh my gosh. I have no more arms. Another thing that I just noticed is the more you play as Nero, the more abilities he gets that are akin to his father's in this game. Spoilers, I apologize. But, like, he gets ragtime, right?
Yeah.
Ragtime slows time, which is the ability of that, you know, the main boss uses. You know, whatever the fuck his name is.
Eurism.
Yeah. God damn it. There we go, I did it. And definitely no issues whatsoever.
None.
None. Nada. Zilch. No sir. No way.
Issues, those are magazines.
What?
Have you, like, specific issues of magazines? Or comic books?
no idea what the fuck you're talking about now.
Have you never heard anybody call like specific like versions of a magazine like an issue of X magazine or comic?
Not really.
But
I just know that there's a weird dissonance between
Get in my way and I'll crush you.
talking about chapters, issues, like chapters and issues of between comics and manga. Because in manga, they're all chapters, you know.
Gotta pay attention, sweetheart.
So each release is a new chapter. But in comics, they're all issues. So like issue 31, issue 42, issue 101, issue 1, you know?
yeah.
So
We're tougher than we look. But there's only one way to find out.
why is it getting Steve?
Anything with a nose can follow you.
Classy. Ooh, ouch. Ugh, I died during my super mode. This is ridiculous. Yeah, fuck it. I don't really care.
Ready to die?
6 out of 10 at best. Now, was I supposed to grab the chicken?
There is a grab animation, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to grab the chicken or them.
Don't want to give up the ghost, do you?
Alright. And I definitely didn't die during that. Nobody has any proof.
There definitely isn't footage that you can pull from a certain
Definitely
YouTube
not.
channel that would.
No.
You can come out now.
15 minutes. What is the next level?
Something car insurance.
Oh, it's a big Dante level. Ugh.
I guess I owe you one.
Right. I don't think we're gonna have the time for that.
Nope.
You should turn around. Your body's not gonna last much longer.
Because I believe
That I cannot do.
that fight leads into an Urzen battle, if I recall correctly. Either that or the Urzen fight is separate.
Let's go to where yours it is. Why? Why the hell did you have to? This is my last request.
My last resort.
Fine. Dante's definitely gonna beat us there.
Do it. Let's just see if it's the quest, the mission that I'm thinking of. Yeah, sure. I guess he's cool. Oh yeah.
No hard feelings, guys, but this is my gig. Trust me, Nero. This one's gonna be a little too much for you.
About 12 minutes 30 seconds left. I'm gonna say I don't have enough time to finish this up in about 12 minutes.
Probably not.
This one's a bit of a hefty mission, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And then from here, it's like boss fight, level, boss fight, level, boss fight, or some shit like that. Actually, no, there's only 20 missions in this, so it is literally just mission 16 as a level, mission 17 is a boss fight, mission 18 is a level, mission 19 and 20 are both levels, or both boss fights, if I recall correctly. So, lots of fun, lots of good stuff. I might be completely wrong, I might not, but I'm gonna call it there. So I hope everybody had a good time tonight. We'll see you all again next week with some more Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
So,
Gaiden.
yeah. Alright. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Say goodbye, Tara.
Bye.
Alright, you're